Hello, this is Graham. It's August the 12th, Monday, and I'd like to talk about long binary strings. This isn't my work. This was done by a chap called Dr. Mark Agate, and you can find all his research by Googling ANTPLOT. What he did was he recognized that Langton's ant theta could be represented by a long binary string of noughts and ones. So my theta, of course, is -1 and +1. And it gets counted up and counted down. But what he did was he converted the -1 and +1s into noughts and ones for binary, and then he just did the reciprocal. So here is the denominator. You do 1/d, which is this number here, and you just basically you go through all the different powers of 2, or 1/2 to the n rather, and you work out whether it's got a 1 in or a naught in it. And I wrote this bit of code based on his original code, but I just converted the ones and noughts into -1 and +1. Hence, if delta t is 0, then 2 times naught is naught, and if you take naught from 1, you get 1. But if delta t is equal to 1, then 2 times that gives you 2, and 1 minus 2 is -1. So this really just gives you -1 and +1. And you multiply by 2 here because I've done k equals pi upon 4 when we need pi upon 2 because it's a quadrant, and hence the loop goes from 1 to 4 to give you this lovely symmetrical shape, and you've got a do for which keeps going until you've run out of bits. But you can see here that this is the Langton's ant equation. I'll just bring the code for the Langton's ant wave equation in for the 4 state, and you can see it's the same. The only difference here is that the theta is being built up from the reciprocals here. Other than that, it's the same. And like I said, if you want to go and find his work, it's just Google ANTPLOT. It's really impressive. You can go and see his gallery, which he's got here, by coming into mine and clicking on this, or I think you can actually go straight into it by Googling it on the internet. This is the occupancy plot. There isn't really much in it. There wasn't any point taking the spectra because where this is in the x and y coordinate system is entirely based on this number. So it's not what I call emergent. It's forced by these numbers. But what I found most fascinating about this was that he found a way of expressing Langton's ant as 2 numbers, one for the chaos and one for the highway, and to express that as 2 decimal numbers was a new for me. That was quite amazing. Thank you very much for listening.